We have breaking news. Let's jump to this story. It's a post from Donald Trump. He says, based on the tremendous interest shown, I will be directing the Secretary of War and other relevant departments and agencies to begin the process of identifying and releasing government files related to alien and extraterrestrial life, unidentified aerial phenomena, and unidentified flying objects, and any and all other information connected to these highly complex but extremely interesting and important matters. God bless America. Of course. This comes shortly after Donald Trump has confirmed the existence of aliens. I say that, I'm half kidding, but listen.
I would love to have China and Russia. They've been invited. Yeah.
Something that got a lot of...
You need both. You need all persuasions. No discrimination.
Something that got a lot of attention this week. Barack Obama said that aliens are real. Have you seen any evidence of non-human visitors to Earth?
Well, he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. You know?
So aliens are real?
Well, I don't know if they're real or not. I can tell you he gave classified information. He's not supposed to be doing that. He made a big mistake. He took it out of classified information. No, I don't have an opinion on it. I never talk about it. A lot of people do. A lot of people believe it. Do you believe it, Peter?
Well, the president can declassify anything that he wants to, so
well,
if you want to make an announcement.
I may get him out of trouble by declassifying.
We know illegal aliens are real.
Illegal. Only illegals. What else?
Okay, so hold on. Trump is asked about Obama saying aliens are real, and Trump's response is he gave away classified information. He accidentally confirms the existence of aliens. Now, apparently what people are saying is that the actual story that Trump is referring to is that Obama made references to Area 51 that he's not supposed to mention. That was actually giving away the classified information. Or it could be, some have spun it as, by confirming or denying the presence of aliens at Area 51, he's not supposed to do that. Some people believe that the myth of aliens at Area 51 was a U.S. psyop to terrify our enemies, particularly the Soviets during the Cold War, to make them fear that we may have advanced technology they don't know about. And it may just be that there are aliens, and Obama admitted it, and Trump is saying he shouldn't have done that, and that's why Obama walked it back.
That's the only reason I don't believe it now is because he's confirming it with the tweet, right? The second he made the mistake and made it seem like an accident, I was like, okay, maybe this is actually real. But the government,
it is Rumble wallets. Guys, you're tired of people banning you, blocking you, shutting you down? They want you to own nothing and be happy. Well, Rumble Wallet is a non-custodial means of holding value, storing value, and transferring it to other people, trading. So if you're watching on Rumble and you want to tip, you can use the Rumble Wallet. Rumble's the only company that has stood the test of time, deserving our support in fighting for free speech and freedom to transact and exist as we want. Banks can cancel your account. They can freeze your card. That's why Rumble has launched the Rumble Wallet. It's a wallet that no one can cancel. Supporters can use to instantly tip creators like us here at Timcast without any middleman taking cuts. You control your money, not a bank, not a government, not a tech company, not even Rumble can touch it. It's yours, only yours to protect your future and your family. You can buy and save digital assets like Bitcoin and Tether Gold in one place. Tether Gold is real gold on the blockchain with ownership of physical gold bars. It's not only a wallet to buy and save, but also allows you to support your favorite creators by easily tipping them with a click of a button. And there will be no fees when you tip my channel or others when we receive that tip instantly, unlike other platforms where you got to wait for payouts or there's a lot taken out. So support the show and check out the Rumble Wallet. Make sure you guys download it by going to wallet.rumble.com. Download it today. Open an account. Step away from the big banks. Use wallet.rumble.com, or you can search for them in the App Store. Shout out, Rumble Wallet.
Quasi admits aliens are real like every couple of years when they need to, change the news cycle.
I honestly think the probability that they announce the existence of aliens and we actually see aliens is going up a lot. And I'm still not saying it's a great probability at all. I'm saying it's like, more than people would actually imagine, not impossible. But the general idea is, over the past decade or so, they've been giving out more and more information, having more discussions about it. It's becoming boring. When Obama said aliens are real, literally nobody cared.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, of course they're real. It's not Area 51. And everyone's like, oh, would you look at that? That's interesting.
Nobody
The point is, the fear was decades ago, if the government came out and said aliens exist, everybody loses their mind and they freak out. And the conspiracy theory for a long time was the government would have to trickle out a little information to desensitize the public. That way, when they do announce, in fact, we have made contact with non-human intelligence, people would go, they finally said it. It's boring.
The news cycle's like instant now. People would be over it in like 10 seconds.
Exactly.
Like, unless they
Perfect.
trot out like an actual alien body.
10 seconds.
Going to care.
No,
Okay,
no.
And even then they won't care.
Bro, literal gray aliens could walk on the White House lawn, and 10 seconds later, people would be like, did you hear Trump? He called Rosie O'Donnell fat again.
Yeah.
I don't know. I wonder about that. Like, if aliens actually showed up, you don't think we'd unify? Like,
Oh, hell no.
you don't think we'd be like,
The left would be like, are they
Earth
communists?
has to come together and be like the Federation of Planets.
No way. If aliens showed up first, there's questions about whether or not they have the same degree of technology. Do they have faster than light travel or a facsimile of faster than light? Is there actually a federation? All of these things. It may just be like we traveled 100 years on a colony ship and came here, and now we're going to kill and eat you. Who knows?
If aliens actually showed up, I would be the first to die because I would go, this is COVID nonsense. You're trying to trick me back into my home. This is a government illusion in the sky, and I'd be the first to get vaporized.
The only way this could end up being worse for Trump is if they actually came here because they needed a place to live and we had to deny them entry because they're actual illegal aliens. And we're like, we don't have any room. We're deporting everybody else.
I would be in favor of that. I'd be like, sorry, fellas, you got to go home.
Look, Mexico's over there.
That's
over there.
Section 9.
You don't have to, yeah.
I don't think
That's the movie, right?
I did not
District
see
9.
that one. But
District 9.
that was a great movie.
District 9.
Great movie.
That was a
Yeah.
good movie.
It was really good. I thought that it kind of got off the rails when Weakest turned into an alien. I don't know what that was about or why that was relevant to a story about the refugee aliens, but you know.
To
I
show
enjoyed
him what it was like to
Right.
be on the other side. You know?
Yeah, but for the most part, he's half. He's like a weird, like, I'm turning into a bug, and they're like, so we're gonna kill you, I guess.
So we're gonna send
Well,
them
if
to
somebody's
Canada,
turning into
we're
a
gonna send
bug,
them to Mexico.
you'd want
And
to
why
do
did
a
the
favor
why
and
did the
kill them.
fuel from the battery turn him into a bug?
Yeah, well, why do you put on the sunglasses so that you see the aliens in that other movie?
They live.
different movie.
That's a totally different movie, and that
But
one makes a
all-
lot of sense.
Sure, but all of our sci-fi content is kind of loosely related. Not all of it. There's sort of different genres of sci-fi content, but a lot of it builds on similar concepts.
Makes even less sense in the X-Files that the government constantly tries to stop him, but he works for the government.
Yeah, right.
His explanation is like, I have friends in Congress. I'm like, I don't know if anybody in Congress is like powerful enough to stop them from shutting you up.
Wishful thinking.
Now, listen, I would love it if they exposed aliens, Bigfoots, Ray Epps. Give us all the conspiracies. I would love it if they actually had transparency on this stuff. I don't think Obama actually said anything. He was asked on the podcast, do you believe aliens are real? He basically said, yes, but not because of anything I've seen from the government. And then he clarified later on, what I mean is because of the mathematical probabilities.
No, he's walking it back because Trump said that's classified and you're going to go to jail.
Well, he
Robbie,
walked
you're
it.
no fun.
He walked it back prior to Trump saying that, for one, and for two, Trump says crazy shit.
it's because he got the call.
Trump says crazy stuff all the time. He's not that careful with his words. This is classic funny Donald Trump gotcha. I don't think he accidentally said, oh, that's classified. I think he's kind of having fun and prodding at Obama, but that's my reading.
No. It's obvious that the aliens have returned and they want control of Israel because that's the original site where they started creating the hybrid humanoids to mine gold for them.
I thought they liked the ice wall in Antarctica and because there's tunnels there.
The
I get
Greys,
the stories
the Greys can
confused.
be Antarctica.
No, you don't understand.
The Greens can be in
You don't
Israel.
understand.
Okay, I
Robbie,
needed to show
Robbie.
up today for this education.
Robbie, I'm going to have to educate you. Okay?
Please.
You see, the Anunnaki need gold for their weak atmosphere because they're in an elliptical orbit around the sun. So every 2,500 years, when the planet returns to proximity to Earth and the sun, they come to Earth to mine the gold they need to survive. So what they did, they hybridized themselves to create a slave race. The only problem is the first race they created was too smart, understood the nature of reality, and defied their order. So then they said, we need to make a stupider race. So they hybridized with monkeys and created humans. And this was obviously, of course, in, where Israel is now. And they said, we're going to have you mine gold. And then the first group of hybrids that were created went to the humans and were like, nah, you don't got to listen to them. You don't got to be slaves, and told them the truth. And this created all this chaos. And so then, the Nibiru is the name of the planet. It leaves and it heads off for another 2,000 years. There's about a 500-year period where it's close enough in proximity that they can travel to and from the Earth. Well, this is when they were on their way out, and now they've been gone for 2,000 years, but now they're back, and they want that land back, and they want gold for their atmosphere, and they've got the next 500 years to seize control of the Earth, and that's really what's happening.
Now, can I ask one question from the story?
No. Yes, go ahead.
When they had sex with the monkeys, did they return to their planet with AIDS?
They didn't. They took their DNA and they fuse it with some monkeys and, get this, some viruses.
Ooh.
Indeed. That's why humans have some DNA in their systems that are not found anywhere else. They believe that it was from the genetic engineering process.
So are we all in a capitalist structure because we're just serving these alien creatures and producing gold for them?
The theory, the conspiracy theorists believe that intelligent life generally understands the nature of existence, because it seems odd that you would be intelligent but not know why you're here, and that humans are actually not a fully intelligent race. They're a hybrid, semi-intelligent race that are smart enough to be programmed to do any job. You take a human child and you can make it a specialist, but not smart enough to fully comprehend the nature of reality. And that is the conspiracy theory about why we like gold.
So we got to opt out from making money and become socialists. That's what I've learned here today.
What creatures would be able to comprehend the nature of reality?
The conspiracy theorists believe that all of them.
All of them except us.
Yes. Like we were specially engineered to not understand God.
Well, but that's just sort of like what I love about all these simulation theories is it's like, oh, so God created.
Well, it's not a
everything.
simulation theory.
Right, but
the
other ones are.
This is a wackaloon. Somebody tried to create a sci-fi movie explaining a whole bunch of random things
and
just
do it.
jammed. Well, they did. It's just if you make up a bunch of crazy nonsense, you can make anything sound. You know what I mean? Like,
if you look at the Old Testament, it's sort of it discusses essentially how human beings cannot achieve God knowledge and cannot fully understand God. I mean, that's
right. And
that's
so
part of our cultural
So the people who make up
history.
this theory about the Nibiru and the Anunnaki read the Bible and then said, what can I make up to extrapolate from that statement?
That makes it sort
Aliens,
of truthy-ish.
Right, exactly. So they say, well, the reason why the Bible said it is because it was the word from the aliens who created us telling us we couldn't. That's the point of the conspiracy theory.
Is it
Every time I
possible-
hear the Anunnaki thing, I think of the Abenaki, which was one of the Algonquin tribes.
Oh, probably where they got the name from.
Probably where
Because
they
they just
got it
made it
from.
all up.
Yeah, really good stories.
How long ago was that? Did they make that up?
The Algonquin?
Yeah.
The
No. Tim's.
Oh, well, actually, you might not know this, but Native Americans, not real.
Not real.
Made up by leftists to make white people feel guilty.
It didn't work. I don't
They're
feel
actually,
bad at all.
When you see a Native American, Asian.
Is it possible that Epstein was our envoy to the aliens, and that's why they don't want to let out the files?
One of the things that I love is how
And the aliens wanted to rape young women.
Well, they took him back. They took Epstein back. That's why we can't find him.
one of the things I love is how the left spent decades telling us that, you know, you're not actually of German, Italian, Irish, Polish heritage, you're just white. And now AOC is going, whiteness is just a myth. You're actually just all these other things. And there is no such thing as white culture. And it's like, you just spent the last, 75 years explaining to us why everything is every Euro descended person is homogenized and just plain white and white culture, and that white culture is bad. And now you're telling us it doesn't even exist.
She's the worst.
Yeah, I watched her Munich stuff so much. I watched all of it.
Why?
Because I found it fascinating. I like the Munich stuff. I thought Rubio was good.
She's making me want to run for office.
I liked Vance. Yeah, last year.
AOC's so bad at just general politics. It's making me want to just.
She didn't know where Venezuela was.
I know.
She said it was a below the equator, and it's like, did you go to school? I mean, she went to school in Westchester. Those are like top-rated school districts.
Well, she's real dumb.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
She just got pretty genes, but no smart genes.
One of the things about me is I can't stand watching someone do something wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I see somebody trying to put a doorknob on and it's taking a long time and they're doing it poorly, I'll be like, just get out of the way, let me do it. I'll be done in a minute. So when I see her up there,
that's better than beating them with the doorknob.
No, can we get it done? Why are you taking so long? It frustrates me.
Yes.
So when I watch AOC do anything, I'm just getting frustrated, being like, let me do it. You're doing it wrong.
Yeah, but
What you're saying is incoherent.
She's going to run for Chuck Schumer's seat. She's going to be in the Senate, and then she's going to run for president. Or one or the other, or both.
I stand by this. I've been wrong on a lot of things. Too stupid to run for president.
I don't think you have to
I
be smart to run for
No way.
president.
I don't
You
think
do
she
not
can
have
put
to-
together an actual run.
You don't have to. She doesn't have to. All she needs is somebody else to
She's
do it.
worse than Kamala Harris.
no.
And
No,
She's
no.
not.
yes,
She's
she
better
is.
than
way.
Kamala Harris.
And
Come on.
She's got less experience, but she's not worse.
And she doesn't have
hold
that
on, hold
stupid
on.
laugh.
Here's what I will say. The answer she gave at the Munich Security Conference does really knock her down a peg or two.
Which one, the Taiwan one?
Both Taiwan and the rules-based order stuff.
Yes.
You need to be able to sound smart, not be smart. So Trump is sort of good at this. Sort of, because sometimes it does sound like what is he even talking about? But it's the weave. He can dodge difficult questions, and he can simplify things to the point where he gets away with it. AOC can't. Okay, you can't have a stuttering, rambling nonsense. The rules-based order thing was so much worse than the Taiwan thing. Mm-hmm. She was just basically saying a bunch of words strung together, not even making any sense. You need to say. I've had people say to me, they say, Tim, you know, you're really. I watch your videos, like you're a really smart guy, and I'm like, no, I sound like I'm really smart. There's a difference. I'm probably knowledgeable in a lot of things, but understanding that what works in media is sounding intelligent, not being intelligent, and then you'll understand basically how politicians actually win and whether policies tend not to work.
And why all of the news outlets are a disaster.
Indeed.
That's why it's time to elect Fetterman.
So AOC needs to be able to weave, and she cannot. Mm-hmm. That's a problem for someone trying to run for a higher office.
So do you think Kamala could weave?
Absolutely not.
She can't.
I think AOC is better than Kamala.
Yeah.
But that Taiwan answer, she could have literally, I mean, I got to be honest. If AOC's response was, you know, that's a very difficult question, and I'm not sure I have a really good answer for you. Mm-hmm. Everyone would have, no one would have cared. Well, they would have been like, okay.
That's the kind of answer J.D. Vance is comfortable giving.
Yeah.
Because he's confident.
Yeah, instead she was like, I need to make it sound like I'm smart by saying random things.
That I don't even know what words mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Trump has a superpower, and he's one of one, and no one can duplicate it, which is he says nothing. He's a sales guy, and so he just goes, we'll get it done, and he refuses to give you a reason. He refuses to give an explanation.
Well, that's what Kamala Harris did. She said nothing every time she spoke.
No, but Kamala Harris tried to pretend like there was a reason there, and then it came out as gobbledygook.
Yeah, but it was nothing. That's the point.
No,
Trump can sell nothing.
Trump doesn't actually say anything. It's, hey, I'm going to end the Ukraine war in one day. Doesn't tell you how he's going to do it. Won't validate how he's going to do it.
I disagree. I completely disagree.
Okay.
When asked about ending the Ukraine war, he says, he goes, we're going to end it on day one. And that's bloviating. That's arrogant. He didn't get it done. But that's okay. He's a salesman, right? Do you want to buy a product from the guy who says, I'm not sure it'll work, or the guy who says, I guarantee it'll work? No. So when Trump is asked, how do you get it done? He says, listen. He says, these guys don't want to be fighting. Putin and Zelensky don't want to be fighting. We're going to go in there and we're going to stop the fighting. And that's a very, very, very simple answer. He's giving you 1%. Basically, I'm going to tell them to stop fighting. That's the answer that he's giving you. There is the smallest of substance there. Kamala Harris, her answers are like, you know, fighting is like when you're up against someone and they're trying to make you do something and you're not letting them. And you're fighting and you're just like, oh, she's not even telling us what she's going to do. She's not giving us the lightest of morsels of, I will tell Putin to stop. So Trump at least gives you that little bit. And I think the strategy with Trump, as with many presidents, is to target the lowest common denominator, because that's how elections work in this country. You try and sound smart, congratulations, 7% of people are going to vote for you. You try and sound as simple as possible. Listen, Putin and Zelensky, they don't want to fight, so I'm going to tell them stop. And then, unfortunately, for this country, the lowest common denominator is going to be like, well, I think it's good that Trump's going to tell them to stop fighting.
And
that's
the
all that
Kamala
matters.
version of that is like, in Ukraine is a country in Europe.
And Russia is a bigger country.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Trump did at Venezuela too. We run the country now. He didn't explain what that meant. I actually find that where Rubio and Vance get themselves in trouble is they try and fill in some of the details, and there aren't details.
I get so frustrated with that AOC thing, because she could have just said yes. Should the U.S. That is the policy of the United States, so who am I to say otherwise? Next question. Thanks for checking out this clip from Timcast IRL. Make sure to watch the show live Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Subscribe to this channel, and we will see you all there.